Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time winning streak record? We'll see right after this. Jose Quintana will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Hey, I know it's early on in the game, but when the third pitch like that is called for a ball, it looks like that tight zone is going to be awfully small today.
The 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
In now, Jesse Winker. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is knocked down on the mound. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball 1.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Sonny Gray will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right, and if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's hit 6 home runs in his last 10 games, and he's taking the league by storm right now. He's punishing every mistake he sees, and we'll see if he can lose another ball over the wall again today.
Enters play here at 279. 34 home runs to go along with 52 RBIs. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And he got him.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 2 out, nobody on. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. Hit to third. And that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo.
For every pitcher, you'd like to get through that first inning. 1, 2, 3, 2 out single. Now the cleanup man comes up.
Absolutely, and you know what that means. Cleanup hitter. Guys are in scoring position. The minute he steps in the box, let alone have someone on first base.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Bryant, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader.
And not surprisingly, he's also near the top of the league in slugging percentage, which means not every ball's leaving the yard. A lot of extra base hits in this guy's arsenal.
Behind 0-2 now. Rizzo leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Now a long throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Stepping up to the plate, Kyle Schwarber. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race. There's a swing and a miss, says, oh my goodness, he loses the shillelagh on that one. Look out. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole. 0-2.
Make a good pitch right here and get your offense back in the dugout after only giving up 1 run.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Lays off 2-2 now.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. Cubs lead it 1-0. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Eugenio.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-1.
Now the 1-0.
That's Bolton.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
The count now at 2-1. Two and two.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's picked up 14 hits in 59 ABs. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. Moustakas lets it go as he'll trot down to first on ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Baez fields it cleanly. While the throw pulls him off the bag. Throw won't get him.
Usually these guys turn that 6-4-3 double play in their sleep, but it looks like he rushed the feed just a little bit. You have to be sure to get at least one out. Now we'll see if the guy on the mound can pick up the defense.
Aristides Aquino stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. That evens it up 1-1.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Kipnis on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Hit to first. Fielded by Votto. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's take a look at infielder Freddie Galvis, a guy who bounced around in the early part of his career, but his glove is his calling card, and he's settled at one of those premium positions up the middle, and look for him to have a big day on defense.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hole. 0-1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Behind 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. he tried to backdoor him there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Kipnis takes, and this pitch misses for ball 4. It's a free pass.
No pitcher.
So one got in the inning here with the runner at first. And up next, the pitcher, Jose Quintana. And that misses low and away, ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder on the run. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. The relay, and that's the second out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
And that brings up Javi Baez. First offering on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. 2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
The 2-1 home. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. 2 runs on the board after the home run by Javi Baez. Number 33 on the year, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's 3-0 Chicago.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. 3rd inning underway now as a curveball misses here to start things out. It's 1-0.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
2-0 now. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. And now pitch on the way.
Yeah. I got to count 2-2.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. He takes the turn and heads for second. And the Reds get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
So with your pitcher due up next, you can either have him bunt, or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with a bat in his hands.
Sonny Gray shows bunt on the first pitch, but he pulls it back 1-0. And they'll try to get the man to third as he puts this one down. Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit.
The first baseman.
In now for the Reds, Joey Votto. He flew out in his last at-bat. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
Little traffic on the base paths right here, but one pitch away from getting a double play and getting right back into control.
Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2.
After two great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
And it's fouled away. First and second here with nobody out. And he struck him out.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
First pitch on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Digging in, Nicholas Castellanos. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with one swing. So I think the approach to this guy is try to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And there's ball 2 now.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Reds strand a couple. They trail it here 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike one.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
And he just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him, 0-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. The 1-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is the right fielder, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. Number 36 on the year for him. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. And right into the shift. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 40.
So with 1 gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. settling in now, Wilson Contreras. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And he fouls this one off. One out, nobody on. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Ooh-wee, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. Gray against the sign. Here comes the pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. We played 3 full. It's now 4-0 Chicago. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. A bouncer up the middle. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Mike Moustakas comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Pitch on the way. Fouled away. The 2-2. And he pops it up. And this will land foul. Belted high and deep into right center. Center fielder going back. Still going back. And bye-bye. That one's gone into the bleachers. A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas. Number 23 for him thus far. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Freddie Galvis is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 44.
Now at the plate, Aristides Aquino. Here comes the first pitch. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
Behind 0-2 now. Grounded back up the middle. Kipnis is there. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. One for the Reds in the inning, and it comes courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Reds 1. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Gray ready with the 0-1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
From a batter's perspective, you swing through 2 breaking balls, you know he's trying to push the throttle and pull it a little bit. You have to tell yourself, I can't be too ultra aggressive and try and get the head out. I have to work the ball up the middle the other way to stay back on the off speed, but be ready for the fastball.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Ian Happ becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Into the box, Jason Kipnis. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The pitcher, number 62, Jose Quintana.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the pitcher, Jose Quintana. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. This one's down to third. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Here's Javier Baez. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
You get a swing like that, you know the hitter made up his mind he was swinging no matter what on that pitch.
And he misses with it. 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs, but they lead it 4-1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Left fielder is on the move. He's there and records the first out. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you see there, he finds himself in 6th place in the category in the National League. Center fielder on the run. Oh, what happened? He dropped it.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his 2nd knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
So up steps the former MVP Joey Votto. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. And it's fouled away. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. 3-2 pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Happ is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. At the plate, Jesse Winker. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends the inning. Reds strand a couple. They trail it 4-1. Digging in once again, Jason Hayward. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's by him. It's 0-1. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And he fouls this one off. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the center fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind an account, sits on something off speed or the breaking ball.
Gray ready with the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now it's 2-0.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded by Moustakas. Throw on Devado will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring in Eugenio Suarez. Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
2-2 the count. Now here's the pitch. Weak grounder down the line at third, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. And the pitch. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Moustakas, or just Moose for short, was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. 3-2 pitch. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Digging in to try it again, Freddie Galvis, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. The bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order, and this is Amir Garrett will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Number 50, Amir Garrett.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So coming to the plate, Kyle Schwarber. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Up next for the Cubs.
Ready once again, Ian Happ. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Going back is the left fielder. This one's into the bleachers and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 33 on the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Up next for the Cubs.
At the plate, Jason Kipnis, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Struck him out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
David Bodie will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13, David Bodie.
Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now 1 hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2. Here it comes. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Another good inning for the... Jarrell Cotton will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. David Bodie will remain in the game at second base after coming on as a pinch hitter in the last half inning. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Aristides Aquino.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Well, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball 2.
Cotton, a former member of the Oakland A's. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
Just short, hit hard. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so the call will stand as safe. Tucker Barnhart will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 16, Tucker.
In there for strike one, 0-1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Oh, that's in.
1 run, 6 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. None left for Cincinnati. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Wade Miley gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Last half of the 7th here, and stepping up as the shortstop, Javier Baez. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The next 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Hayward. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
First baseman, number 44.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He went down on strikes last time up. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They lead it 6-1. In is Joey Votto now. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
1-1 to the Reds leadoff man. Cold strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Line drive to center field. Happ is right there, 1 down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. This is pulled into right. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Chopper to short. The throw pulls him off the bag.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio.
At the plate now, Eugenio Suarez. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. There's one. On to first, it's a double play. And another crisis is averted here as the inning is over. Reds leave 1. They trail 6-1. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And that'll bring up Chris Bryant.
The third baseman.
Soft liner to the left side. And one gone.
The catcher, number 4.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. First delivery to him on the way. Lays off 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now here it comes. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Casali gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Contreras is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Mike Moustakas. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. A ball and a strike. A bouncer to the left side. Bryant is up with it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Number 3.
A reminder that full highlights come your way as we'll look back at the key moments of the matchup from here in Chicago. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
In most parks of the league, that would be a round tripper. I mean, he hits this thing probably more than 400 feet, but he'll have to be content with a triple. Has to feel good about the way he hit it, though.
To the plate now, Aristides Aquino. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. A man at third with one away. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. So striding in, Curt Casali. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Throw on the first will be in time to get him. And the Cubs will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
6-1 the final tally today. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jose Quintana earns his 12th victory in the ballgame. Jarrell Cotton takes the rare 3-inning save, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Reds, 1 run on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jose Quintana. His record is now 12-2. The loss goes to Sonny Gray. His record is now 7-5. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, Jose Quintana collected the victory in his 12th win as the Cubs got past the Reds 6-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. Juan Soto launched 3 solo home runs, leading the Nationals to a win over the Buccos 6-3. He is currently among the NL leaders in runs batted in. The New York Yankees combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road 5-3. The San Diego Padres had 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the Brewers at home 7-6. The Mariners totaled 11 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 5-1. The Halos amassed 14 hits in the game as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 7-1. The Diamondbacks racked up 11 hits as a team as they manhandled the Marlins 8-2. The Atlanta Braves grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 8-6. Corey Seager grabbed 3 base knocks as the Dodgers defeated the rival Giants 4-2. The win was their 6th straight as a team. The Indians sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 7-3. Austin Meadows was hot at the plate collecting 3 hits in the game as the Rays claimed victory over the Orioles 4-3. The White Sox launched 3 home runs as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 13-2. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Red Sox totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 6-5. They now have 5 straight wins. The Houston Astros hit 3 long balls as they defeated the A's in Oakland 9-5. Robinson Chirinos was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs as the Rangers pushed past the Twins 13-6. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.